Welcome together. I am Thomas Schalfert. I'm here with my brother Andreas Schalfert, and it's very exciting to talk with him about his life, his work, and also about his book, which is available only in German right now, but because we would love to work worldwide, of course, that's why we make this podcast in English also. And the book is called Health Through Knowledge. And Andreas, can you tell me, how did this all start? Who told you to write a book, or what was the driving spirit or driving energy behind all this, what you were building right now?
The driving energy behind the whole thing is the search for truth and the search for perfection, really, in any aspect of life. And due to amazing feedback from some customers about 2 years ago, I thought people have to know what's going on here, and I was wondering why these informations, especially here in Europe, are so badly blocked that people do not have approach to these kind of informations. And that's why we are making this interview now, to bring really on-based facts, truth about health, spiritual life, etc. to the people. And I think we have something to offer which is really unique, as we can offer that to everybody. They can live wherever they are, we can help them. Trust me, we can not only help them, but in case of any health issue you have and you do not find an answer, you can just drop me an email, you can Skype me, you can leave a message on the bottom of YouTube, and I can in every case tell you what's the reason for the problems you have. And in most cases, more than 90-95%, I can tell you what you do, and I can assure you that your health will be improved dramatically within a very short time. This is another big advantage we can offer. Usually when you go to a therapist, what do they tell you? They tell you, come back in 10 days, I have to see if it's working or not. You don't have to do that with us. We will tell you what you do, and you will have either instant or very fast results. How comes?
You even say if there is no fast results, then it was something wrong, and there is no use actually to do a therapy for months and years. Most of the time, if something is really effective, it should work within a few days. You should see a difference already.
Absolutely, yeah. If I say to my customers, if you don't see a result within about 7 days, then there's something wrong, then please contact me again. And I can assure you, even people diagnosed with untreatable diseases, I can tell you that most of these diagnoses are just wrong. They lead the people into fear, hopelessness, despair, and by taking sometimes or switching the food you eat, or taking some products, changing your lifestyle, you will see that you will have dramatic results within a very short time.
Health through knowledge. So how did you get your knowledge? Did you study medicine, or what did you study?
That's a good question.
Do you have any official education, or do you learn everything by yourself, by your joy and discipline, or somebody is telling you I should do this and you cannot sleep at night? How is this working?
Yeah, nobody told me to do anything. It was my inner urge to really search. Since I was 16, I had my first inner revelation in a way, and this pushed me towards the light and pushed me also towards the search for good health, good spiritual health as well. And I've been doing this kind of work now for more than 10 years. And the success is just, for me, almost every day it's like a miracle. because people, they report things which cannot really honestly be believed. By the way, I talked to one of my suppliers yesterday, and I told her some of the responses I get, and she said she knows she has good responses, but she doesn't have the responses I get, not so quickly. And I was surprised a bit, but still, then, you know, I said that the results were so dramatic, but here in Europe you cannot really get good information because the officials, the bureaucrats, they try to hide this information from the people. And you can really get only officially accepted and registered drugs. And so I decided to publish this book, because in this book, unfortunately it's not yet translated in English, but we will go through it because it can really change life. So I decided to write this book about 2 years ago, but I did not know how to write a book, and I did not even know I have a publisher. So I was contacted by a German medical journalist by coincidence. I met her once in my life, and I talked to her about 5 minutes. And she asked me if I'm interested to distribute the product for her. I said, no, I'm not interested, but I would like to write a book about health. And she said, okay, she can bring the publisher if she can be the co-author of the book. I said, I don't mind, let's just start. So, interesting enough, 3 weeks before the book was published, she drew back because she said it's too dangerous. She was scared that we would be sued, or that we would have real issues with, with some official bureaucracy people, or even some pharmaceutical companies. Never mind, this is never my concern, because honestly I'm not afraid of any human being. So the truth is my goal, and the truth is revealed, and people will find great insight in many things they might have never thought of.
So in the second capital of the book, you write about food and nutrition. Tell us, why is this the most important actually for the physical body, or for a human being, of course, not only for a human being here on earth?
Well, as we all know, we eat every day, and as we all know, it's very, very important what we eat. But I do not recommend, and this might be a little bit confusing for some people, but still I do not recommend any raw food at all. I even warn people to eat or consume raw food. I also do not recommend the so-called spirulina or the so-called greens. That means people eat the juice of wheatgrass and other stuff. I personally feel that we should be very much concerned about the consciousness of the being we eat. This is point number one. What kind of consciousness is in this being we eat? Let's make a simple example. Have you ever smoked marijuana? Okay, I have done so when I was very young. And I can assure you that the consciousness or the power of this plant is very, very powerful. I'm not saying that a carrot has the same power as marijuana, but I'm saying this to say and to explain, in every living thing there is consciousness. So if we eat things which are not suitable for us, we can eat them sometimes, but we should not do that on a regular basis. Then we should not be surprised if we have serious health issues.
And how about salt and pepper and spices? Is there also a conscience there?
Definitely, there is a conscience in the sense that salt is an essential mineral, and everybody should eat salt, especially if your choice is a good Himalayan salt.